Good morning, I'm Clinton Griffiths. Drought conditions in the west are continuing to expand and hotter temperatures aren't helping things. Watch this, it's a trek of drought conditions starting in January, continuing right up until now. Keep watch on the western part of the country as drought conditions first grow due to a lack of snow, and as we move on into spring and a lack of rain and snowmelt make the situation even worse on into early June as areas of moderate, severe, and extreme drought start to dominate the map, leaving no part of California, Oregon, Utah, and Arizona untouched by drought. And heat that started building over the weekend is not good news for areas already dealing with that drought. Meteorologist Mike Hoffman joins us with the latest. Mike.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Clinton. Good morning to you. You can see the jet stream already as we start this Monday. Intense heat through the southwest on up into Colorado, reaching all the way into the mountains of Montana and North Dakota. But look what happens as we head through the middle of the week. In fact, by Thursday, we're cutting down that ridge a little bit into the far northern mountains and the northern plains. And the models are indicating that everything starts to get shoved back southward, and that would be a little bit of relief from all the intense heat as we head into the following week. So let's say a week from now. At least that's what we're hoping at this point, and that's what all the models are showing. I'll have more in our forecast coming up.
All right, thanks, Mike. The extreme dry weather afflicting the western part of the U.S. could soon have economic impacts across the entire country, especially when it comes to food prices. As Camilla Bernal explains, the drought is already causing major disruptions to the ag industry.
As a third-generation beekeeper,
this is a really good queen because she gets her pollen, the honey, and the brood.
Melanie Cardoso knows the industry and the challenges that come during a drought.
Impacts everything. There's no water, there's no food, there's no food, plants for the bees to pollinate.
In the last 2 years, fires and drought have wiped out thousands of colonies. Experts pointing to the root cause.
As we see climate change, climate increase in drought, and increase in heat wave events, we will see increased stresses on the bees.
The drought depriving the bees of their primary food source.
It causes us to have to feed them more.
And this intensified by the struggles of farmers like Joe Del Bosque.
The land is ready. It's ready to plant. It's just waiting for water and plants to put in there.
Those plants also supply pollen and nectar that the bees desperately need. One industry intertwined with another and eventually passing on the stress to the consumer.
It's a problem of anybody that eats fruits and nuts and vegetables, because California grows about half of all the fruits, nuts, and vegetables in the United States.
Del Bosque Farms grows organic produce for Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Costco, and others. But this year, the losses caused by the drought could be in the millions.
I'm extremely worried about the future, absolutely, because if we have to see if we can survive this year first. We may not survive.
In the meantime, these business owners finding ways to deal with the losses.
We're thinking more money out of our pockets to feed them and to make sure they're getting the right nutrients.
And calling on a higher power.
I talked to different beekeepers from different states, but yeah, it's like the same thing there as it is here. They're just praying for more rain.
I'm Camila Bernal reporting.
And we're going to continue our coverage on the devastating impact of the drought tomorrow morning. On Ag Day, we'll head back out to the Klamath Basin at the Oregon-California border, where a battle over water has many farmers wondering how they'll pay the bills. That's coming up Tuesday on Ag Day.